The village people along the coast of Capiz began their day. Some were cooking their breakfast, others were sweeping their yards. But the busiest of them were the fishermen. Their boats were lined up on the shore as they are preparing to sail out into the water. However, one boat had already been in the water way before the cock crowed and was hauling in an abundant harvest of fish. Suddenly, the earth shook and everyone stopped in mid-motion. Every tremor revealed more and more of a terrifying giant rising from the sea, making his way toward the shore. The giant roared.
Oh! Ano to? May ganti ka palapit sa atin, oh!
One fisherman shouted. The people panicked and scampered to take cover. The giant stopped and shouted at the people.
Dalali sa akon, inyong mga pagkaon, kaya nagutom ako. Kung hindi niyo ako paghatagan, gubon ko inyong mga isla.
One of the men, Oyan, from the Capiz tribe, answered him.
Higante, maluoy ka man sa amon. Ihatag namon sa imo ang imo ginapangayop nga pagkaon. Hindi lang pagguba amon ginaistaran.
The giant smiled upon hearing this and waited for his food. When the people gave it to him, he was disappointed with what they offered and grew very angry. He threatened the islanders.
Ano ini? Sa banta niyo mabusog ako sinis ang inyo ginhatag? Hatagin niyo pa ako sang damo nga pagkaon. Kung hindi niyo gusto nga maguba inyo nga isla. Hindi man higante.
Oyan said.
Makadto ako sa ibang nga isla para magkuha pa sang damo nga pagkaon nga ginapangayop mo.
The giant thought for a while and then agreed to what the man said. He gave them a day to look for more food. As the people gathered to bid Oyan goodbye, they told him to go to the cave where magical creatures lived and ask for help from the Anitos and Anitas. An old man gave him directions where to go and what to do to get the attention of the Anitos and Anitas. With haste, Oyan set out to sail. After hours of searching, he finally found the magical cave and entered. He saw a flicker of light and decided to follow it. But when he neared it, he was suddenly blinded by a light so bright that he had to cover his eyes. When he opened them, he found himself in front of a forest. He immediately looked for a spot to perform a ritual. The Queen Fairy saw Oyan and approached him knowing something was wrong. Oyan spoke to her.
Makagagahom nga reyna sa mga anito kag anita. Salamat kay ginpamatian mo ako. Ako gali si Oyan, kagapangayon gid ako sang bulig mo.
Then Oyan told the Queen Fairy about his problem. The Queen Fairy agreed to help. She took Oyan to an altar nearby and told him to take the beautiful cursed jewel shard that shines like lightning, covered in black currant shell. The Queen Fairy gave Oyan some instructions.
Ihatag mo ini sa higante, kag hindi mo gid ini pagbuksan. Kaya mo ni siya ang makasulbar sa inyong higante nga problema.
Oyan thanked the Queen Fairy and sailed back to home.
Sabihin na! Akon nga pagkaon! Wala ako dala nga pagkaon, pero may ari ako nga gindala para sa imo na makahatag sa tanan mo nga gusto.
With greed in his heart and a wickedness in his soul, the giant snatched the shell from Oyan's hand and he opened it. As he did, lightning struck him and he exploded. His body parts scattered all over the sea. Head and stomach separated from the rest of the body and landed at the sea near the island. The people from the island jumped with joy, thanked Oyan and the Queen Fairy for the giant's downfall. Peace descended on the village. As time went by, stories of the giant's downfall was passed from generation to generation. The people who witnessed the whole scene narrated the story over and over, saying that the big lumps beside the island are the head, or ulo, and the stomach, or chan, of the giant. This is where Olotayan Island got its name, from the head, or ulo, and stomach, or chan, of the giant who got struck by lightning because of his greed and wickedness. Ulo and chan, when joined together, formed the name Olotayan. Through the years, there was more talk about other islands along the coast of Capiz as being part of the giant. Mantalinga was his eyes, mata, and ears, tainga. The Zapatos Island are his feet, and Tuwad Island is his buttocks. As you stand on the shore of Baybay Beach, looking at all the islands, remember the fallen giant and the brave Oya.